Imagine going back in time. It's Christmas Eve, 1023, the air is crisp and the ground is blanketed in a thick layer of snow. The village is alive with anticipation. Snow is falling on a small village, the rooftops are covered in white, and the streets are quiet, save for the occasional sound of laughter and chatter. Inside a big house, a fire is roaring. The warmth from the hearth fills the room, casting a golden glow on the stone walls. It smells like roasting meat and sweet spices. The kitchen is bustling with activity as cooks prepare the feast. This is a big celebration. The entire village has come together to celebrate Christmas, the most important holiday of the year. Christmas is the biggest holiday in Europe. It's a time for joy, reflection, and community. It's a time for parties, giving, and being together. Families exchange gifts and friends share stories and laughter. Back then, Christmas was a nice break from the hard winter. The cold was relentless and the days were short. It was cold and dark, and food was hard to find. The winter months were a struggle for survival. Christmas was a chance to eat good food and enjoy what they'd grown. It was a time to be thankful for the harvest and the hard work of the year. The Christmas feast was the best part. Tables were laden with an abundance of food, a rare sight during the harsh winter. Everyone, rich and poor, celebrated together. The feast was a time of unity where social classes mingled and shared in the joy. The most important part of Christmas was the food. The preparation took days, and everyone contributed in some way. And there was a lot of it. The tables were overflowing with dishes, each more delicious than the last. Tables were full of roasted meats, yummy pies, and sweet treats. The aroma was intoxicating, and the sight was a feast for the eyes. For most people, this was a special treat. It was a rare opportunity to indulge and enjoy the fruits of their labor. The Christmas feast was a chance to eat the best food of the year. It was a celebration of life, community, and the spirit of Christmas. At the head of the table, in the grand hall adorned with tapestries and flickering candlelight, sat the important man in charge of the house, the lord of the manor, who was the epitome of power and wealth. He ate the best food, a privilege reserved for the elite. Roasted wild pig, which symbolized strength and good luck, was usually the main dish, often decorated with rosemary and apples. Deer, wild pig, goose, and swan were also popular, each bringing its own unique flavor and status to the table. These meats came with special sauces made with wine, spices, and even sugar, which was a rare and expensive commodity. His table also had lots of fresh bread, cheese, and dried fruit, staples that complemented the rich meats. Figs, dates, and almonds, which came from faraway lands, were very special and added an exotic touch to the feast. There was plenty of wine, and special spiced drinks kept everyone warm, enhancing the festive atmosphere. For rich people, the Christmas feast was an opportunity to show off their wealth and status. They wanted to impress their guests with all the food they had, showcasing their abundance and generosity. Regular people had simpler meals, but it was still better than their normal food, a rare treat during the festive season. A thick soup with vegetables, grains, and any meat they could find was common, providing warmth and sustenance. Bread, cheese, and dried fruits were also on the table, simple yet nourishing. They drank ale, cider, and mead, which were common beverages that added to the merriment of the occasion. Christmas feasts were similar all over Europe, but each place had its own special foods and unique traditions. In England, they ate small pies filled with meat, spices, and dried fruit, known as mince pies. These were like the gifts the wise men gave baby Jesus, symbolizing the Magi's offerings. In Germany and Eastern Europe, gingerbread cookies were very popular during the festive season. These spicy cookies were beautifully decorated and given as cherished gifts. People in Scandinavia liked fish, especially during the holidays. Dried cod was a popular Christmas Eve meal, enjoyed by many. And in Italy, they ate a sweetbread with candied fruit called panettone, a festive delight. A lot of the Christmas foods had special meanings and traditions. The wild pig's head meant being welcoming and generous to guests. Round pies and cakes symbolized the circle of life and good luck for the next year. Spices like cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg were signs of being rich and prosperous. But Christmas wasn't just about food and feasting, it was about sharing and being kind to one another. Rich people gave food to the people who worked for them and to poor people in need. Christmas was a time for everyone to come together and celebrate. We don't eat all the same foods as they did back then, but Christmas is still the same in many ways. The essence of the holiday has remained unchanged through the centuries. It's still about big meals, spending time with family and friends and being happy. The joy of gathering around a table, sharing stories and creating memories is timeless. We might not roast a whole pig, but we still eat a special meal with family and friends. The dishes may have changed, but the warmth and love shared over food remain the same. We might not drink spiced ale, but we still make a toast to celebrate. Whether it's wine, champagne, or a non-alcoholic drink, the act of raising a glass in unity is a cherished tradition. Our Christmas dinners might have foods from all over the world, but they still mean the same thing: being generous, being together, and celebrating. The diversity of dishes reflects our global connections, yet the spirit of generosity and togetherness is universal. So, when you have your Christmas dinner this year, think about those old feasts. Imagine the laughter, the joy, and the sense of community that has been passed down through generations, and raise your glass to the spirit of Christmas, which has been around for a long, long time. Celebrate the enduring traditions that connect us to our past and to each other.